welcome to the road to the VGMAs. With me, your host, Sika Osei. I'm here to take you on a journey which is informative, entertaining, and full of drama. From throwbacks to expert opinions to interviews with artists and all the gist in between, everything you need to know as we gear our way to the D-Day, you're going to get right here on this show. Now, the journey started with a call to entries to all musicians, and this year, the VGMAs recorded one of its biggest number of entries, which is a testament of how well the music industry is doing and how competitive and sought after the VGMA Awards are. Now, a few weeks ago, the VGMAs unveiled its nominees at a spectacular event which was jam-packed with lots of surprises as well as great performances. From new categories to people not making the cut, the buzz was all about who made it for the VGMA nominations list this year. If you missed it, well, you definitely want to check it out.
We're here to present 3 categories, and first on the list is Best Gospel Artist.
Hip Hop, Hip Life Artist of the Year for 2021.
Are you ready? Ooh, yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, got it one by one. Where 2 by 2. Yeah, got it one by one. Where 2 by 2. Sister Mary, yeah. And yeah, oh yeah, me there, I'm in bo. Me de ma go, ma so, and yeah, I'm uncle. Me de ma.
We are here to present the next set of categories.
The first one is Vodafone Most Popular Song of the Year. And the next one is the Artist of the Year.
Adina.
Who you taking home tonight? How do you feel?
Diana Hamilton.
Oh, yummy. Atu.
Kitty.
Enjoyment, 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 enjoyment.
Kwame Eugene. Medical.
La Sulo, yes, Alawu. What I was
Sarkozy.
Now me mama Tom Force, but still I me pray Tom Force.
Scooby-Doo Papa. Scooby-Doo Papa Day.
Me pretty Angelo Wandina. Tonight is me and you alone. The question is, would you be mine? Forget it, Susie and Joanna. Them never do it like you do it. But I can't know. Just bubble and trickle like a you went up the place. Then after we pick it Uber, then straight to my place. Thank you to mama, so she see your pretty face. Adina, but listen now. I question I need Jessica, need me. I'm with them, but don't forget the truth is you are the only one. Forget it, Judy. But you're not really ready for this love. Everybody!
Oh, hey. Who you taking home tonight?
You!
I didn't feel you and I know go lie.
Really?
But who you taking home tonight?
If I know you, then
From set design to performances to everything about that show, VGMA is always setting the standard. And of course, the performances. Did you see that kick? Okay, I cannot do it like Eno can, but it was jam-packed and it was absolutely spectacular, which the show is going to be. We have so much packed. We definitely want you to stick and stay. Don't go anywhere.
I have some questions. Some big questions. Can we hate less and share more love? Can we cure every disease? Can we make sure nobody's left behind? Can we go faster than 9.58? Can we change our ways before it's too late? Can we all stay safer? Can we go even further than we've gone already? Technology and humanity, together we can.
You creating, melodies alone is spiritual. It's something out of this world. And when somebody listens to music, that the person can be happy, sad. So I feel like music itself is it has a big influence on human nature, and it's universal. Everybody loves music. Even if the language is different, people can actually relate to it. The role music played during the pandemic, I would say that every artist would have a different perspective about this. Well, for me, I think that it actually relieved people of stress. At that time, people were home, they were depressed. So I think that the musicians actually provided entertainment, and people actually feel like, okay, they can actually stay in the lockdown as far as there's music. We took that situation as an opportunity. Even though there were limited resources, we were actually putting out a lot of projects. I released about 5 songs. I was doing dance challenges as well. I saw people actually jumping on. Yeah, dancing is good. We all know dancing is a kind of exercise. So at least if you're at home and then you don't have anything to do, you can be exercising and dancing and having fun at the same time. We find ourselves in a country where most musicians actually get their income from shows, right? Because people don't like to buy music, they just love to download it for free. So most of the time we are getting our monies, big monies from shows, and our shows were cancelled. So yes, I was very, very affected. I think that music brings us together. When you go to our churches, you go to our funerals, any outdoor event and even indoor, you realize that music is the key thing that we all share. And yes, this is Mr. Drew, and I think that we are stronger with music. Silly.
This year, we know come to play.
Yes! It's countdown to GH Music's biggest night, and you have the power to decide who wins what at the 22nd Vodafone Ghana Music Awards. Push your favorite songs and the artists to victory by voting now. To vote via SMS on Vodafone Network only. For Artist of the Year, text A to 1767. For Vodafone Song of the Year, text B to 1767. For all other categories, text C to 1767 and follow the voice prompts. Or visit www.GhanaMusicAwards.com to vote for free. The 22nd VGMAs, powered by 30 million fans, is a Charterhouse production, partnered by TV3, KPMG, DSTV, and proudly brought to you by Vodafone.
Together we can.
Welcome back to the road to VGMAs. Thank you so much for sticking with us. Now, when it comes to the VGMAs and the nominations, there's always some sort of drama. Drama. But who doesn't love drama? Drama makes the world go around, and this year is no different. Once the nominees dropped, everybody on social media had something to say. From the artists to the nominees to basically why some people didn't make the cut. In fact, let me read out some tweets so you know how deep this really went. Now, someone said, we all know how huge the Bisakede brand is, and there is no way that we can discuss Ghanaian music without mentioning him. So why you didn't nominate him baffles him. Okay, now Bisakede was actually one of the questions that I want to ask my pandits, so guys, get ready for that. And of course, the one that really tickled my soul is the GOAT himself, AY Poyo. He went on Twitter, he took to Twitter to explain to his fans why he thinks he wasn't nominated. He said, I had a lot of calls and messages asking why I wasn't nominated for this year's VGMAs. I am not sure about what exactly qualifies someone to get nominated for the award scheme, but I submitted 4 to 5 categories, which included Best New Artist and Most Popular Song of the Year. I'm a goat. Did you think that was the most popular song of the year? We're going to ask our candidates who are in the persons of Robert and Mr. Kwame Dazi. They are resource persons. They're going to be telling us why the nominee scheme went the way it did. Let's join them. Hi guys. How are you?
We're good. Fine.
Drama.
Yeah.
Drama.
And
more drama.
drama.
Sometimes I feel you people do this on purpose. Robert.
Who are the people doing what on purpose?
You people. The people who actually make this thing happen. From nominating people who are white and who are not Ghanaian, people want to know how is a white person being nominated for the VGMAs, to some of the artists not making the cut. We want to understand how the selections were made. So where shall I take it from? From AY Poyo or from Bisakede on Patience Nyako? Where shall I take it from? The drama is too much.
Go ahead, shoot. We'll just explain how the scheme works
No
and
problem.
it makes it easier.
No problem. That's why I have you here. So let's take it from Patience Nyako and of course Yasapong. They did not make the gospel category and people want to know why. Robert, what do you have to say about that?
So these two artists are big artists, all right? So obviously when they do good works, they expect it to be in the category, just like anybody else.
Definitely.
So over 1,000+ entries, and all of these entries are brought into a huge basket. And then you have experts and research findings that we use to be able to sieve them. And then, you sort of like create a short list. Now, the shortlisted is submitted, and then it's reviewed. When it's reviewed, they keep cutting down, and then they leave just the, let's just say, the top 6 or top 8 or top 10 as per the board's discretion with respect to that particular category. Unfortunately, they just didn't make the cut, and that's the reason why they are not there. That is not to say that they are not huge brands or big artists.
Yes.
No, they are. But it's just that for this particular edition of the VGMAs, they did not make the cut.
Would you say that the urban gospel category, which was included in this particular year, actually affected some of the big brands not making a cut?
That's not the focus or the reason for which the urban gospel category was created. There's a huge base of urban gospel lovers, and the scheme wanted to throw light on the urban gospel category. As a matter of fact, the plan is actually to give them a full-fledged category subsequently, like in the subsequent editions. And so what they did was to expand this particular category to admit them, to throw light on them.
Yeah.
And that's the purpose. It's not because somebody was sacrificed or anything. It's just to throw light on urban gospel. So if anybody is not there, it's because the person didn't make the cut. If the urban gospel folks are there, it's because it's a deliberate decision to throw light on them.
Okay.
Nothing was sacrificed.
Nothing was that. So really, it's actually an opportunity also and a chance for the people who have been, making the cut maybe in the past to know that, okay, fine, maybe this year was not my year. Next year I come with something different. So maybe to motivate them and not necessarily to feel bad about it.
I mean, you can understand this because people, people actually want to be there. So when you're not there, then, certainly you feel some pain, but unfortunately, that's the nature of the scheme.
Well, Robert, I'm glad you cleared that up. I mean, one of the tweets that came in was the fact that a lot of the old names are being sacrificed for the new ones to shine. I mean, someone says, I think we should understand the VGMA is for some individual organization that wants to use the name Ghana for its selfish gains. You cannot do this to her, which is Patience Nyako. You cannot do this to Patience when it's obvious she deserves it, especially when your competitors have all nominated her. So, Kwame, do you have anything to say about that?
I think we'll be making a mistake when we say because our competitors have nominated some artists, we should automatically nominate them.
Yes.
Because they have different calendar years, different category definitions and all that. So it would be very unfair to say that because a particular award scheme gave so and so award to some artist, automatically VGMA, then we should maybe just copy their list and publish and then go away. True. Okay, so I think that argument doesn't hold water. And again, with Patience Nyaku, there were so many other musicians who didn't get nomination, not only Patience. So why Patience? You know, so just as Robert said.
Well, they mentioned Yao Sapon as well.
Yao Sapon as well. We have a lot of musicians in this country, gospel musicians for that matter. And if you look at the urban gospel music arena, there are very, very great artists in there.
Yeah.
But for a long time, these people have not been given the attention needed. All right? So we didn't sacrifice anybody. Just a matter of giving them the attention, not because they didn't do so well, but because they performed well as the other people in the mainstream gospel arena. So nobody was sacrificed. It's just a matter of making sure that all music consumers in this space, as in those who like urban gospel, contemporary gospel, and then mainstream traditional gospel, get represented in the VGMAs.
The sky is big enough.
Yes.
For everybody.
Exactly.
That's right. Okay, let's move on to the music producer category, because I think if we dwell on that, we'll have so much to say. Now, Chris Rich, why did he make it to the producer category? I mean, when I saw his picture, I was like, hold up, wait a minute.
Are you hungry?
What's going on? There's some shishim kakra. So now that you guys are here, please explain to me what he's doing on that list. And I'm sure most of Ghanaians want to know as well.
Okay, so Chris Rich, I'm sure Kwame does also throw light on some aspects. So basically the category for the producer, it's not a thing that is open for people to just come through, as in like file for nominations. You don't file for nominations. It's the music that brings you in. When we say music that brings you in, the category definition basically explains that it's based on the number of nominations that you're getting. Like if your song gets X number of nominations, then it gets to feature within the producer of the year category. So having produced songs for Ekoso and what's the other one? Sorry and Ekoso, which got a lot of nominations. The song brought him into the scheme. Now that particular category is not only for Ghanaians. That particular category is the same or operates with the same terms of reference as the best video category, because then the best video category also allows people, like if you're a video director and you're not a Ghanaian, that in that same case, the best video category can bring you in. Okay. So the scheme allows that. So that is the only thing we're doing. But there's a precedent. There's a precedent that has been set. Yeah. I'm sure Kwame doesn't speak to it.
So Bodo's Tiger got nominated in that category twice.
Okay.
And then won once. So it is not new. It is nothing new, except if you've not really followed the VGMAs.
Okay.
There is Sorry, there is Ekoso, and somebody produced that song.
Yeah.
And then you see the person is not Ghanaian. So who are you going to nominate in that category?
That's right.
Who are you going to nominate?
That's right. And it's undeniable that those songs deserve to be nominated.
Exactly.
Thank you so much. The next time it happens, we know that we have president and that we've been educated when it comes to that. Let's talk about Bisakede, because there's a lot of outrage on social media about the fact that Bisakede was not nominated. Bisakede is such a staple when it comes to our high life, arena here in Ghana. So why was this the case?
And we agree. He's so big, so huge.
Yes.
All the respect goes to him.
His music is in Hollywood. In Hollywood music,
and the guy is
making strides. Why was Bisakede not nominated?
Same as Patience Nyaku and Yao Sapon.
He just
bring everything in the basket, and then you evaluate artistry, music, performance, etc. And then, of course, you choose the best or the people that make the cut. And unfortunately, he didn't make the cuts.
This year with the nominations, we did see some new categories that came in, which I actually thought, okay, we're expanding. I love the fact that we did that. Afrobeat, Afropop artist category, and of course EP of the year. What was the thinking behind those new categories?
So the thing is, we've always had Afrobeat, Afropop song, but we never really celebrated the artistry of the people making that music. So the scheme is designed in such a way that you are celebrating song and you're celebrating artistry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why you have artist and then you have song. But unfortunately, a lot of people were being disenfranchised when it comes to that particular aspect. So we thought it was appropriate for us to, celebrate the artistry of the folks. So the Darko Vibes, the Camidos, the Kelvin Boys, Adina, all of these folks will also have a category that they can align themselves with, so that they can be celebrated. So that is why the institution of that particular thing existed. With respect to EPs, we've seen it's become the in thing now. A lot of people are churning out EPs, and the scheme has to be responsive, to, and then listen very deeply to what is happening, and then try to incorporate the elements so that we can keep growing. Reinvention is actually one of the reasons why we are here for 22 years. So every time something is happening, we have to think forward, think with the market, and work with the market to grow together so we can, sort of like serve each other's needs and grow together. So having clearly seen a need within the space, we thought it was necessary for us to be able to create that, to accommodate them and recognize the solid, beautiful EPs that people are churning out. And last year, amazing works came out, and it's just appropriate that these folks are recognized.
Honestly, I think that was a brilliant decision, and I think those people who deserve to shine are definitely going to shine. Before we wrap it up, I think I just want to touch on the fact that is this actually the first year that the same artist has been nominated twice for the same category, for most popular song category?
Yeah.
This is the first time?
Yeah, this is the first time, because in the past, what it is that if you're an artist and you have like a huge song, you have two huge songs, then they put one song in there, and that's so that at the end of the thinking behind it was for that particular song not to have, or that particular artist not to have divided votes.
Yes.
Because then if you have multiple songs, then you have divided votes. But then, of course, based on research and feedback and everything, the argument is that the description of that particular category is focused on song, not artist. So somebody may like a song and it's got nothing to do with an artist, So it's like, if I may have a fan base and they like me regardless, but I may have a song that attracts or speaks to so many people who are not necessarily within my fan base as an artist. But these people will get to choose that song because that song deserves to win. So then if that category is for a particular song, then regardless of the number of songs you have, if they are big enough to be there, they should be there so that the people will make a decision as to which song deserves to be number one.
But Kwame, you're definitely getting some pushback with that.
No, because remember the Bisakide example?
Yes.
When he had two smash hit songs, Mansa and Brother Brother.
Yes.
And people were expecting the two songs to have been nominated in the same category, most popular song of the year.
Okay.
That didn't happen. And I remember the bashing on social media. You see, so
and now the same people are bashing.
So
you cannot win.
So what should we do? Okay, so I think that this is the best thing. Okay, it is the song we are awarding, not the artist.
That's right.
So if the artist has 1, 2, 3 songs that people want or that did so well in the year under review, it can't be nominated. It should be nominated, so that the people choose which one they think is the most popular song of the year.
Yeah. I think it all boils down to education, and that's what you two have done for us today. You have enlightened us, and I'm sure people at home are like, oh, okay, this is why. So next time we will understand. But before we go, let's wrap it off with finding out what people can do now. Nominations have dropped. Robert, what now?
So now it's time for people to begin to share their opinion. If you think somebody deserves to win, don't say it in your quarters. Demonstrate that or express that by voting. We have two main channels for voting. We have the free voting platform, free voting. So all you need to do is to go on the website, www.ghanamusicawards.com, and then you follow the prompts there and then cast your vote. And then we also have, well, if you want to, there's payments, of course, payment option as well. You vote via SMS, on Vodafone network only. You send your messages to 1767. And then, you follow the prompts, basically. So the information is out there on the social media platforms. You can go check it out and then vote for your favorite artist. What we are saying is, don't just be a fan who talks. Be a true fan who equally pushes the artist that they represent or like, or the song that you think deserves to be the winner. Push it to the top. Don't wait, and when the whole program is over, then you say, but this person shouldn't have won. Now, the question that we would say is, who wins what is also determined by, did you vote?
Yes.
So two questions we always want to ask. If you ask who wins what, we say, well,
did you vote?
Did you vote? So vote for the person, because that's how the scheme works. You need to be able to, throw your support.
Yeah.
Now, quickly, the Academy has 30%. The board has 30%. and a whopping 40% is reserved for the public. So the public need to be able to exercise that 40% in influencing whatever decision they think should be influenced. They have the power. I think they need to be able to exercise it. The information is out there. They should go and throw their support to the people that they like in the songs as well.
That's right. Okay, Robert and Kwame, thank you so much for shedding some light on the scheme for the VGMAs. Guys, if you've heard Robert, that you need to do the needful. Your vote is your power. So don't come after and then say, but why did this person win this? And why did this person win this? Especially when there's free voting, so make sure you vote. Guys, thank you so much for being on the show. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
I have some questions. Some big questions. Can we hate less and share more love? Can we cure every disease? Can we make sure nobody's left behind? Can we go faster than 9.58? Can we change our ways before it's too late? Can we all stay safer? Can we go even further than we've gone already? Technology and humanity, together we can.
Yes! It's countdown to GH Music's biggest night, and you have the power to decide who wins what at the 22nd Vodafone Ghana Music Awards. Push your favorite songs and the artists to victory by voting now. To vote via SMS on Vodafone Network only. For Artist of the Year, text A to 1767. For Vodafone Song of the Year, text B to 1767. For all other categories, text C to 1767 and follow the voice prompts. Or visit www.GhanaMusicAwards.com to vote for free. The 22nd VGMAs, powered by 30 million fans, is a Charterhouse production, partnered by TV3, KPMG, DSTV, and proudly brought to you by Vodafone.
Together we can.
The swag, that shit. I be getting fly on my chest. See that? When himself cost the drug cost. We just wanna get it, we don't want no trouble. Munya ya, kaya dana suya tifu yebe ya, mariachi. When himself cost the drug cost. We just wanna get it, we don't want no trouble. Munya ya, kaya dana suya tifu.
My brother, move to the top, we harder. We the grind out there. Yep, I say get it bigger all night long. Get it, all night long. Yeah, yeah. Yo, boys and trip, boys and tip. Pulling in the Benz on, yeah, we did it. Mommy from me, I don't think. Since I came, class, I'm dig it. Yeah, one thing. When they cut the gang, we pulling with dig it. All and 4 and 2, say boom, by my bro. Boys and trip, boys and tip. Pulling in the Benz on, yeah, we did it. Mommy from me, I don't think. Since I came, class, I'm dig it. Yeah, one thing. When they cut the gang, we pulling with dig it. All and 4 and 2, say boom, by my bro.
Yeah, mariachi. Maria, oh yeah. Baby, you will bring me blessing. Although you they bring me blessing. Baby, you they bring me blessing. Whoa, 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 whoa. OMG, Maria, oh. Like a millipede, take it slow for me. Killy, laruso, go say. Fili, I dey show you ring. Oh, yeah. I call it in a minute and you come to me. Give it to me and you make her eat. Oh, baby, you make my head too the sweet. Oh, till you knew the better now. Forever and ever you're mine. Want me to put a thing like this. Continue to do me like this. OMG, Maria, oh yeah. Baby, you will bring me blessing. Although you they bring me blessing. Baby, you will bring me blessing. Whoa, 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 whoa. OMG, Maria.
Two great great jams coming from two of Ghana's new superstars that are disrupting the musical scene. They're in the studio with me right now. So if you're up dancing, please just don't worry. Let's sit down. Let's talk to the people behind the music. It's Camilo. What's up?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm very good. And Kofi Jamal. Shall I say that swag, no? And you're different. Huh? How you guys doing?
Yeah, we're good.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
VGMAs, new artists. How we feeling? Tell me. What was the feeling like when you heard?
Well, it's a great feeling, you know. It makes you feel like you are being accepted in the industry, in this whole fraternity.
Yeah.
And it's a good feeling.
What about you, Camilo?
Exactly. I share like, you know, the idea. I mean, I feel like I feel accepted, you know, because like growing up, it's always been in my mind like when an artist is nominated in the VGMAs, then we know that like that artist is in Ghana, like it's like recognized in Ghana. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like when I got the nomination, I was like, all right, cool, man, we're here.
So you did not feel like you were accepted before. This is now that time that you feel like you're accepted.
Yeah, this is like the whole stamp on it.
On
like
it, right?
The thing is like letting you know that yes, you are welcome to the Ghana music industry.
Charlie, we welcomed you a long time ago. We welcomed you. It's just that we're now recognizing you and all the hard work that you put in. What do you think you guys did right to get you to where you are right now?
You should take it up.
Well, I think it's the consistency for me personally, though, because last year, if the theme was if you try and it's not picking up, you have to try again.
Yeah.
So we did and did and did till we got noticed. So that's it. That's from our point of view.
But last year was hard.
Very hard.
COVID.
Yeah.
But how did you rise above it?
I think that it was more about like loving what you were doing, like not really looking at how people were, you know, the reception was or whatever. You just had to like do something that you were loving at that time, because it's like COVID came with a lot of frustration because not a lot of work was going on. So you had to now do like follow passion.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So we was just like following our passion and just singing, putting out there, doing interviews, like singing. I love the singing part. Like every time I'm going on a TV station or, you know, a program, I'm like, I want to sing. Just give me the mic and let me sing, because I'm like, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
You know, so I think it's just basically us being consistent and doing what we loved, and it got us here.
Let's talk about how the old school, you know, the musicians have embraced you. Because I see that they're really taking you guys under their wings, and they're really like, I mean, they're showing you the way, right? What are some of the lessons that you've learned? You can tell me experiences that you've learned from some of the artists that are more established than you.
Yeah, I'd like to talk about Edem. You know, when I first met him, he like just spotted like he just kind of like recognized what I was doing, and he said, bro, what you're doing is so nice. I want to give you a stage to perform one of your songs at Edem Fest, you know, and that kind of like taught me the act of, you know, embracing your own, you know, because he's Airway and I'm Airway. You know, I met Stoneboy and I realized that he kind of like just embraced me at that very moment. It's like, bro, I see what you're doing and I love it. And what I learned from that is that when you love somebody's work, you give them the shouts. Like, don't be like, you know, don't shy away from like, oh, if I tell him, he's going to feel too big and all of that. There's time for that.
But that's what people think the industry is.
No.
They think that you know, we don't support each other, because I hear it all the time. We don't support each other. You know, everybody wants to do their own thing. But you felt the love, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what about you, Kofi?
Yeah, my personal experience with Stoneboy, that was making me realize that you can't be anybody but you.
Yeah.
And no matter how you fake it, at the end of the day, it's going to show. The real you is going to show out. So I took a lot of lessons from that. And also Shatawale teaching me about humility. No matter how high you get, you have to get down.
Yeah.
So I've picked a lot of stuff from them.
So you're saying the fame is not going to your head?
Nah, not yet.
All the attention from the girls and everything?
Not a bit.
Oh, so you are getting attention from girls?
I mean, like, they love our music, so they are fans, you know.
Diplomatic answer.
It does work.
Let's talk about the VGMA nominations. I mean, the category that you guys are in, it's impressive. But how do you guys feel about that? Are you a little nervous? Or are you thinking, okay, I'm happy to be nominated to see, like, you know, we have this new class, a new group of people who are doing amazing things?
Well, for me personally, the nomination means so much for me.
Yeah.
Because it's like, this is my first time. It's like a big entry, like 7 nominations.
That's crazy.
And that in itself is like an award for me.
You know 7 is a lucky number.
Yeah, and back home, my people are already feeling proud. It's like I've taken the award already. So it means a lot for me, a whole lot.
But for me, it's just like, I feel very, very like happy and grateful. One, it's like before we used to hear that people work and then they still don't get a nomination.
Yeah.
So it's like, how do you now feel? It's like, hey, I've been putting in so much work and I still don't get a recognition. So one is feeling grateful because now I feel like I put in work and then I have been recognized, you know. So thank you to the board and everybody involved. And secondly, also that kind of like gave me another form of motivation. I don't feel like if I don't win an award, I'm going to be sad or any of that. I only feel like these are the best, like this year, these are the best Afro-pop artists of the year.
That's right.
And I am among the best Afro-pop artists of the year, which means that if there are about like 7 big shows in the country on the same day, I will get this, like, you know, the slot to perform on one of them stages because I was the best Afro-pop artist, one of the best Afro-pop artists in 2021.
Yeah, the price went up.
That's how it made me feel, and also just taught me that hard work really, really like pays.
So it's hard work for those people who think that we buy nominations. You know, you hear that.
Never that.
We didn't buy nominations. We put in the hard work indefinitely. Yeah. So what's next for Kamido? What's next for Kofi Jamal? Are there any collaborations? Before we even come to collaboration between you two, I've been expecting it. I don't know what time it's going to drop. But what's next for you guys?
Let me start. I think that this is just, you know, beginning. We're about to like give people like more beautiful songs, you know, so that they can, you know, keep the love. You know, for me, I'm gonna be putting out my album.
Okay.
I just began. I released the first single of my album, which is the Available remix that I just put out with UG Official from UK, and also that. So I'm gonna be releasing albums. I think the next one is gonna come with Kwesi Arthur, like mad music. Like trust me, you guys, just lock it down for Kamido. And I know that my brother is not even playing, bro. Like I watch him recording all the time. So yeah, bro, you can say it to them.
This year, we are following the same theme. It's like you're going to be dropping back to back.
Yeah.
Singles, collaborations and all that. And also we are seeking to break boundaries, like go international more, like take Ghana to the world. Yeah.
And the thing is, like, we're learning from like how it's done now in the world, how these artists are like flying. We're learning what are you doing, what are we not doing right, like all of that, and then we just quickly work on that, and then we push like to the next level.
Love that attitude.
Yeah,
absolutely love that attitude. For any new upcoming artist that is watching you, that is inspired because you are inspirations, what do you want to tell them?
I think that like number one thing is like they always tell us, be humble and be hardworking. You know, I think that if you're humble and you're hardworking, it just takes you through. It's like it's swift for you.
Yeah.
You know, because now you let your work speak for you and all of that. So just be hardworking, be humble, and put God first. I think that if you want to
believe in your craft to that extent that you have to believe in your craft and bring the real you out. Because what we are like, what art seeks to, like authenticity.
Right. Yes.
There's something unique about you that you have to give to the world. So that's it.
Tell me something before I let you guys go. Why are you laughing?
If you want us to tell you something, I can only tell you right now that, you know, we've been nominated for the VGMAS 2021 edition, which is the 2022, right? We're excited, and I know that you're excited for us. Please go on www.GhanaMusicAwards.com, place your votes. I mean, it will be displayed on the screen, so please vote for us. Kofi Jamal, Kamido, let's take Ghana music to the world.
And then you're promising them that the collaboration is going to drop when?
Definitely. Obi, George Britain, lock in. We are doing it.
Locked in, all right.
Kofi Jamal, Kamido, Kofi Jamal,
Sika, Kamido, Kofi Jamal.
And I'm Kofi too, you know.
Oh, okay. So Kofi
Kofi
Square.
Yeah, man.
No, it's going to be a mad one. Guys, all the best. Keep making Ghana proud. Keep dropping hit after hit. Originality, authenticity. Please do not ever lose it. Ever.
Thank you.
All right. All right, well, there you have it. Kofi Jamal, Kamido, 2 of the brightest stars that's coming out of Ghana. Support them. Make sure you vote for them for the VGMAs coming right up. We'll take a short commercial break, but we'll be right back after this.
I have some questions. Some big questions. Can we hate less and share more love? Can we cure every disease? Can we make sure nobody's left behind? Can we go faster than 9.58? Can we change our ways before it's too late? Can we all stay safer? Can we go even further than we've gone already? Technology and humanity, together we can.
Yes! It's countdown to GH Music's biggest night, and you have the power to decide who wins what at the 22nd Vodafone Ghana Music Awards. Push your favorite songs and the artist to victory by voting now. To vote via SMS on Vodafone Network only, for Artist of the Year, text A to 1767. For Vodafone Song of the Year, text B to 1767. For all other categories, text C to 1767 and follow the voice prompts. Or visit www.GhanaMusicAwards.com to vote for free. The 22nd VGMAs, powered by 30 million fans, is a Charterhouse production, partnered by TV3, KPMG, DSTV, and proudly brought to you by Vodafone.
Together, we can.
We change color, see we change color to the enemy. Avatar. We change color, now we change shape to any boy we no like.
I think personally, music means the world to me. It speaks the emotions that I can really express. So every piece of mine is just like my painting. I paint out whatever I imagine. So for me, music is life, and then my lyrics is my story. I think music played a major role in keeping us alive during these times. One way or the other, we were stuck to our phones, and then we were limited to movements. So if you're not on YouTube or you're not listening to music, then you're watching something relating to music, you know. And one of the biggest records that we've always kept in our hearts is Heal the World, which even talks more about what is happening now than when they recorded it.
I've seen too much, heard too much, blind to the system, but I face too much.
This modern times has been very tough for every entertainer, but same way, the positive side is that's also kept us to look towards different direction. Me as an artist, I was able to release a record, which was my biggest record as of last year, Too Much. We talked about everything happening in the world, not necessarily the pandemic. We talked about so many things. And then as at that time, we're also dealing with the Black Lives Matter issue, and it threw light on that as well. One way or the other, it built me as an artist to look beyond just doing party songs, you know, to do timeless records where you know that 10 years from today people can take and then still relate to.
Stronger with music, stronger with music, stronger with music.
Just like the saying goes, one people, one blood, one love. I say one music. Just because with music, we're strong together. My name is Episode. Represent this.
Stronger with music, bass. Stronger with music, stronger with music.
Hi guys, my name is Ajan Noella, and you are welcome to the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards Street Vibes with me, as always. Now, as you know, this is the 22nd edition of Ghana's biggest award show, that is the VGMAs. And so, you know, every year I come your way with questions, I come your way with what people think, but this year there's a twist because we are giving out some amazing goodies that I want for myself. And so, let's go out on the street, find out how good people know VGMA. We're going to be asking questions, some trivia, they're going to identify something. It's going to be fun, trust me. So, join me, let me go out and find out what people think and what people know about this year's VGMA. Join me, guys. How are you doing?
I'm fine, and you?
Okay, I'm good. So how well do you know VGMA? Like, tell me something.
Okay, I know VGMA is an award in Ghana which gives artists awards, and it has been in this for 22 years so far.
I think I watched last year's Zone, but I've not really been updated on what's going on this year. Yeah.
What are you expecting for this year's VGMA?
Something greater than last year.
interesting. And so I just have a few questions here for you. What is Efia's full name?
Efia's full name?
Efia's full name.
I have no idea.
Okay, so just give me 3 record labels in Ghana. Yeah, just 3.
Legacy Entertainment.
Okay.
Black Avenue.
Okay.
Lennox. Or
Come again?
Lennox.
You want to spell it?
Nigga, wool up, just wool up.
LYNX.
Oh, that's Lynx Entertainment.
Jesus is Lord.
He's a hip life artist who is Samuel Frimpong Edu. What's his stage name?
I don't know.
You don't want to try?
No,
You're going to pick the odd one out. I'm going to give you 3, right? So, King Promise, 4x4, and VIP. Who's the odd one out?
King Promise.
Okay, you got my first question right. Okay, so the next part, I'm going to play a song for you. You're going to listen to it in the headset, and then I'll pause at a point and you continue. Are you ready for me? Let's go.
I saw my gang here cool. Boys near hard here cool. Step on set, one fight that somebody enjoy a cool.
I don't know the lyrics.
The lyrics of the song. Okay, thank you so much.
This year, we no come to play.
Round of applause for yourself. Thank you so much. So, as that you get to keep the headset so you can enjoy, listen to music.
Why you taking home tonight? I don't feel you, I don't know why. Why you taking home tonight?
Hey, Charlie, I'm not even playing a song that you're elements like that. Thank you so much. You get to win the headset, so you get to keep it. Thank you. Whose artist eyes are these?
Okay, is it Shaky or is it Jackie?
Is that how you went?
Shaky or is it Jackie?
No, it's not Jackie. It's not Jackie. Sorry. I wish I could help you, but I can't. But thank you so much. Unfortunately, the answer to the last question was Adina. It wasn't Jackie. I'm sure maybe they have similar eyes, but that is how we wrap up on the first episode of VGMA Street Vibes at 22. Join me next. Maybe I'll be at your hostel or something, so watch out for that. See you.
Thank you, Nuella, for Street Vibes. That actually looks really fun. I wish I could win some of those souvenirs. So if you see Nuella on the streets, make sure you holler at her and you can get a chance to win one of those. Now it's time to go behind the beats, one of my favorite segments where we get up close and personal with some of the people that actually make your favorite music come alive. This week, I speak to Street Beats and he tells me all about his processes and how it's gotten him this far. Let's check it out. Welcome to this episode's edition of Behind the Beat, where we get up close and personal and throw a spotlight on some of the people behind the scenes that make your favorite music come alive. Now today we're speaking to one of Ghana's most renowned producers, Street Beats. I'm sure you've heard his name. He's worked with some of Ghana's biggest artists, Adina, Stonebwoy, Sarkodie, you name it. He's probably worked with them. Today we're going to talk to him about how he feels about his VGMA nominations. Of course, the projects that got him there. And if I can hear some nice stuff coming out of there, we're probably going to get a sneak peek of the new stuff that he's working on now. So let's go talk to Street Beats. The almighty Street Beats.
See you on that shining star.
Hello. Street Beats.
Yep.
Thank you for having us in your studio.
You're welcome.
I see life is good. I mean, the Balenciagas, the gold chain. Life is good?
Yeah, it's very good.
It's good. That's
100%.
Good. And now you have VGMA nominations to
Yeah.
add on to that. How are you feeling about that? I mean, this is not your first rodeo.
I feel so good, like being recognized by the whole country. Like, I feel so good.
That's right.
Yeah.
So the projects that you worked on to get us to this point, I mean, Adina, Stonebwoy, you know, Darko Vibes. These were songs that were all over the place with such huge hits. Tell us about the process of working with these artists. And
Okay, actually, me, I believe in connections though. Yeah, so I think with Darko, we were just connected. We didn't plan for the record.
with Stone, most of the songs you hear from me and Stonebwoy, we don't plan it. It just happens. That's how most of the times, that's how the song comes about.
Yeah. Did you go to school for producing? Can you take us back to when the producing started?
Okay, actually, I started as, I used to sell gadgets for people. So I got some from a friend and I had to sell it. So someone introduced me to Kewa.
Oh, Kewa.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I went there and I met Castro. And trust me, the whole place was just a vibe, like having fun, like boys moving. And I was like, oh, so this is how music is. So I ended up like learning from Kewa. Yeah.
And then that's how we got Street Beats.
Yeah, Street Beat was given to me by Humble Days of R2Bs.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I made a beat. He heard it and said, hey, Charlie, this beat is Street Beat. So that's how I got the name Street Beat.
Goodness, I didn't know that. Do you have any favorite projects, would you say, or does every project stand on its own? There's something that you love about every single project?
All the time I talk about Angmaga Junction by Stonebwoy. I wasn't on the album and the album was done already. Like, come on. You are always with Stone and there's an album coming out and you are not on it, so it kept me thinking. So I think some few days before the album, he heard the beat and he was like, yo bro, this man, let's work on this. And he called me again, yo, I have another record with Diamond Platinum and I would like you to produce it again.
Wow.
So I did those two on, so I feel it was meant to be, like I had to be on it. And secondly, we talk about like years back, Adonai by Sako there, like it just happened. I was in the studio, he just came in, I was making a beat. He was like, yo, I had a beat. I just opened it.
And then magic
That was
happened.
it. Yeah, exactly.
Let's take it back to the VGMAs. I mean, I know, you've been nominated. There were some years you thought you should win, you didn't. I mean, that's the beauty of the game. But what does being nominated for the VGMAs actually do to your status and to your resume?
Yeah.
How are you feeling about that?
Oh, actually, VGMA is big. Yeah, and I think it's being streamed all over Africa, like all the time. So it's a big joy for me. Like it's gonna put me up there same way. Like people who don't know Street Beat will know Street Beat now.
Yeah.
Maybe they just hear, but they don't know the person.
That's right.
And yeah, so it's a good thing for me.
Okay. Well, wish you all the best.
Thank you.
I mean, it's such a big feat to be nominated for the VGMAs.
For sure.
You're going to be taking something home.
Yeah.
At the upcoming VGMAs, and we wish them luck. Street
Exactly.
Beats, thank you for having us.
You're welcome.
All the best.
Thank you, and you're welcome all the time.
I will. I'll come here.
Yeah.
I've seen the mic. I'm like, I don't know whether I should drop some bars.
Maybe you can. Why don't you?
It's okay. I'll stay in my lane. But we definitely will see you at the upcoming VGMAs.
Thank you very much.
All the best.
All right. Thank you for coming.
A fun interview there with Street Beats, one of Ghana's most prolific beat makers. If you didn't know him before, you definitely know him now. All right, so that is a wrap on a fun and educative episode of The Road to the VGMAs. I'm sure you danced, you laughed, maybe you disagreed with us. That's all good. But make sure you come back next week for more of the tea as we gear up to the final finale of the Ghana Music Awards. Know that voting is free at www.Ghana Music Awards. Make sure you support your favorite artists. So at the end of the day, you don't ask, why didn't they win? Obviously, if you have any questions, if you have any comments, we encourage that. Go to all our social media pages and tell us how you're feeling and what you're expecting on the big day. I've been your host, Sika Osei. This is The Road to the VGMAs. See you next week.